'cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Hey guys, look what's happening right now. We are officially in HD. I'm so excited. This is so cool. Okay, I'm done. Look at this guy. What do you want? Guys, this is Cooper. Cooper, meet YouTube. Say hello. Don't be rude. Grumpy cat. So as promised, and without further ado, here's a review of Tuesday night's episode. Better late than pregnant, I always say. And yes, I realize that I am wearing the same scarf that I wore in my last video. Hello, my name is Hannah, and I am an outfit repeater. So this past Tuesday night was the second episode of the second half of the third season of Pretty Little Liars, and the episode was called Mona-Mania. You know what, Byron? Sorry, don't sweeten my tea, and it didn't look like it sweetened Aria's either. And where do you keep your severed head, huh? Seriously, when the hooded guy ran out of the janitor's closet, why did no one, like, tackle him, or I don't know, try to stop him in some way? Even though we found out later it was just Lucas. And we have more coffee. Boom, I was right about the academic decathlon thing. Get at me. I don't care if Hannah knows Mona the best. It doesn't matter what she thinks. Do not trust Mona. I mean, after all, she went a whole 2 seasons thinking Mona was her best friend. How'd that turn out for you, Han? Clearly you don't know her as well as you thought you did. So if it was Lucas that made the explosion happen, and that is an if, because I don't entirely trust anyone at this point in the game, then what was that note all about? That was like, oh, can you pick up 2 swag bags from the storage shed, which supposedly led Meredith into there? Because that looked like A handwriting to me. I mean, call me crazy, but if I had been through everything that Emily has been through, a party in the woods at night just won't sound too appealing to me. So when Aria is talking to her mom in the classroom, notice what the quote says behind her on the blackboard. It says, "They threaten you with something, something you can't stand up to, something you can't even think about. And then you say, don't do it to me, do it to somebody else, do it to so-and-so." I'm not sure exactly what that's implying, but I really like it when they include really subtle things like that. You mean to tell me that Meredith was in an explosion and she only got burned on her forearm? How is that even slightly logical? Faulty nut. That's what she said. Yeah, Spencer and Mona have history. Where have you been, dude with the glasses? I thought the whole school knew about that. Like, wasn't that why everyone was freaking out so much when Mona came back to school? And speaking of Mona, she has some nerve to go up against Spencer for team captain. If you want to be friends with these girls, even though I'm pretty sure she doesn't really want to, I'm convinced it's all an act, but if you're pretending to want to be friends with these girls, which you are, that is not the way to do it. Like, that is not the kind of stunt to pull, girlfriend. Yeah, that's right, Mona. Crack like an egg and take your fake tears on somewhere, because no one's buying your little story about, oh, yeah, the vice principal said that I could have unlimited access to the computer lab and stuff. Ella could so take Meredith. Just saying. Aria girl, you better not be pregnant. I already don't care about Ezra's child. What makes you think I would care about yours? Okay, new drinking game. Drink every time Byron's a dick. Lucas's room, sweet lord. And I'm not sure I believe all the stuff he was telling Hannah. I mean, think about it. I'm sure his parents don't know anything about him being blackmailed, supposedly, or anything to do with Mona, or maybe even really anything that's been going on, period. Yet they're allowing him to be homeschooled just like out of the blue like that. And even if they are, maybe it's not really because he's afraid of Mona. Maybe he just needs more time at home to do A-team related things. Assuming he is on the A-team, of course. And that SUV did not come from out of nowhere. It was chasing you all the way down the road. I know in the past I haven't thought that Lucas was involved, in a bad way at least, but I don't know, I'm just picking up a really sketchy vibe from him right now. Paige really is the only one reacting normally and realistically to all this stuff. Like, she has every right to be scared out of her mind. The other girls are the weird ones for being so nonchalant about things all the time. Exhibit A. Let's go to a party in the middle of the woods. While it's dark. Nothing could go wrong there. Oh, and while we're at it, let's leave our car unlocked and unattended for a while we take a walk through said woods. I loved the quiz-off scene. It was just so intense, and Spencer was all fierce and collegiate, and just the Spencer we all know and love. And she looked so pretty in those scenes too. Aria's jacket, or lack thereof really, has got to go. Why do I suddenly find myself kind of liking Meredith? Although it wouldn't surprise me if all that buddy-buddy stuff with Aria and like confiding in her and everything was just an act and she really has some ulterior motive. Props to Emily for actually going after the hooded guy instead of just running away like they always do. But I gotta say, after watching it a second time, did it not kind of seem like Paige really was trying to get Emily out of those woods? Not just because she was scared, but because like maybe she didn't want her to find out it was Toby. But then again, maybe not. Maybe she really was just scared. Like I said, I don't trust anyone at this point. But yeah, I guess Toby wasn't lying when he said he was on the phone with his boss. Okay, how can Mona have possibly gotten credit for that last answer? Spencer had already said most of it. Like, that was completely unfair. Bravo, Hannah. Finally, someone called Mona out on all her crap. I just hope it doesn't come back to bite her, but let's face it, it probably will. Cornrows page? Really? If Meredith is still evil, she had to have slipped something into that tea. That's just too perfect of an opportunity. Okay, at the end, if they were really trying to hide those masks, they did a horrible job. Alright, so I'm gonna start doing something at the end of each review that was suggested to me by Crappy Video Spotter 2. Thank you, shout out to you. From now on, I'm gonna end each review by saying what my favorite line of the episode was. This week, my favorite line of the episode was from Spencer, surprise, surprise, and it was when she said to Mona, "Good luck." I just love how she said it, it was perfect. Alright guys, that's it for this week's review. Thank you for watching, and thanks be to God that we have this happening now. I'm so happy about it, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!
'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.